So the first thing that I will discuss with you, that what are the, so today's topic is, we will cover the nut and bolt assembly. At first we will draw the cross section. At first we will draw the front view, top view and side view of a nut, and then we will draw the side view and front view of a bolt, and then we will make the assembly of nut with that bolt. Okay, so that is called as nut and bolt assembly. Now before coming into the nut and bolt assembly, first thing that you need to know is how they
হ্যালো স্যার।
yes, hello,
স্যার আমাদের স্যার কোয়েশ্চেনটা স্যার কেমন হবে স্যার এক্সামে?
আমি সব দেখিয়ে দেবো, সব দেখিয়ে দেবো। আগে ডিসকাস করে নিতে দাও এই জিনিসগুলো, দেন আই উইল ডিসকাস দোজ থিংস। ওকে,
আচ্ছা এটা স্যার কি আমাদের জমা দিতে হবে অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট করে নেক্সট ওয়েডনেসডের মধ্যে?
না,
ওকে
ওকে।
স্যার।
So in this nut and bolt assembly, the two things you need to know. The first thing is, in bolt there are external threads and in nut there are internal threads. All of you have a water bottle with you, I guess. So in that water bottle you can see within the cap there are internal threads, and on the top of the bottle there are external threads, right? There are external threads. Okay, so so you just imagine that this is the top of your bottle, and this one is the cap, the internal portion of the cap. So this portion is called as the external portion, or these are called as external threads, and these threads within the cap is called as internal threads. Okay, now in the external threads there are few terms. Like in the external threads, the top of the portion, this top of the portion is called as crest, and this lower portion, this is called as root, and this slope is called as a flank. Okay, and this is the angle of thread. This angle is the angle of thread. Now what is that pitch? Pitch is the distance between two threads. Okay, so the distance between two threads is called as a pitch. Okay, so uh, pitch means, if we rotate this, bolt, then how much distance it will cover in one revolution, that is called as pitch. Clear? So so this one is crest, this one is root. Clear? This one is in case of external threads. Now in case of external threads, the major diameter is the distance between two crest is called as major diameter. Okay, always remember. So the distance between the two crest is called as major diameter, and the distance between the two roots are called as minor diameter. Clear? And what is pitch dia? The diameter is the distance between the pitch circle, or it is also called as pitch circle diameter. Clear? So this is called as crest, root and flank in case of external threads. Now in case of internal threads, just it is the opposite thing. In case of internal threads, the lower ones, these lower ones are called as crest, and these upper ones are called as root. Okay, and the flank is common for both the cases. Now what will be the minor dia in case of internal threads? The minor dia will be the distance between the two crest, and the major dia will be the distance between the two roots is called as major dia. Is it clear to all of you? So first thing you need to remember, that in case of external threads, the major dia will be in between the distance between the crest, and minor dia will be distance between the roots. In case of internal threads, minor dia is the distance between the crest, and major dia is the distance between the roots. Okay, so this is these are the terms that you need to know. Now how we can present the major dia and sorry how we can present the external thread and internal threads. Okay, there is a symbol by which you can present the external thread and internal thread. So always remember that in case of external thread, we will represent it. I'm showing you the symbols. This is the symbol. In case of external threads, this is the distance between the two crests, so that is the major dia. Now this major dia will be shown with the help of a full circular thick line, okay, and the minor dia, this is the minor dia distance between the roots, so the minor dia will be shown in this way, okay. So this is the symbol of a external thread. Okay, now in case of internal thread, how we can show that internal threads? In case of internal threads, suppose this is the internal thread. Now in case of internal threads, we will show the minor diameter, that is the distance between crest to crest. So we will show the minor diameter with the help of a full circle, and we will show the major diameter with the help of this type of circle. That means always remember that in we always draw the full circle full circle between the distance of crest to crest. In case of external thread, this is the distance between crest to crest. This is one crest, this is another crest. So this is the distance between crest to crest. That's why I have drawn the full circle. Similarly, in case of internal diameter, this is the distance between crest to crest. So I have shown this one with the help of full circle. So always remember that with the help of we will present the distance between one crest to another crest with the help of a full circle, whether it is in the external thread or it is in the internal thread. Clear? Any doubt? If you have any doubt, then you can ask me. Otherwise, I will move to the drawing. Do you have any doubt? Okay, and I will share the theory portion of this screw, means the nut and screw, sorry, nut and bolt, by making a video with you. Okay, and I will upload it in that YouTube channel. Is it clear? So now we are moving to the drawing part. So in the drawing part, the problem will come in a way. Let me open the manual. You may be asked that draw a nut and bolt assembly where the diameter of the bolt is 20 mm. Okay, now you have to remember that what are the relations of the different arcs with the diameter of the bolt. And or it is also mentioned that the bolt is a hexagonal bolt. Okay, if it is a square bolt, then the relations will change. Okay, so it will also be declared that the bolt is a hexagonal bolt. Now if the bolt is a hexagonal bolt, then you have to remember those relations and you have to use those relations to draw that bolt. Like here, suppose a problem is given to you in this way, that draw an assembly of a hexagonal bolt with nut and washer where diameter of the bolt is given. Suppose the diameter of the bolt is given as 20 mm. Okay, now based on that you have to draw the nut and bolt assembly. Is it clear? ठीक है? So in this type of problem may come. Now today what I will show you, at first I will show you the orthographic view of a bolt, and then I will draw the front view and side view of a bolt, and then we will assemble this nut with the bolt. Okay, now both the bolt and the nut have the diameter as the now in this case the bolt diameter we will use as 20 mm. Clear? So now if you have any query you can ask me, then I will start. Do you have any doubt? If you have any doubt you can ask me, then I will start to draw. कोई doubt है? Okay, अगर किसी को कोई doubt नहीं है, then we will start to draw the orthographic view of the nut first, then we will draw the bolt. Okay, now the bolt diameter that we will use is 20 mm diameter. So the diameter of the bolt is 20 mm, we have already considered. So I'm using a layer. At first I'm creating the layer. Okay, so one layer I'm creating, that it will give us the continuous thin line of a bolt. I'm changing the color. Say the bolt color is a this one is the color of the bolt, say, and another layer I'm creating is for nut, and also I'm changing this color. Okay, and the last layer, that is the axis. Okay, and then we will change the property of the line, so it will be a center line. Okay, now so the first thing is we will draw the front view, top view and side view of a nut. The diameter of the bolt is 60 mm.
सर एमबी सेटअप कर लिए हैं क्या पहले ही?
MV setup अभी तक मैंने नहीं किया. You can make
नहीं करना है क्या
you can do the MV setup, or I'm changing the unit and directly I'm drawing. Okay, you can do it in by using the MV setup. Means at first you can create the page, or after drawing the total drawing, then also during the printout you can set the page. Okay, both the ways you can do. So okay, now the dimension of the side, each side of the bolt is equal to, it is a hexagonal bolt, so each side of the bolt will be is equal to the diameter, sorry, each side of the nut is equals to the diameter of the bolt. Okay, and also the height.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Am I audible to you? Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So at first we will draw the top view of the bolt, then we will project and we will draw the front view of the bolt, and then we will draw the side view of the bolt. Okay, so the first we will draw the top view of the bolt. Now the side, each side of the hexagonal bolt is 20 mm, right? So we will first draw a 20 mm line. So line is very small, so it is 20 mm line. Then we will draw again 20 mm line at an angle of 60 degree. Okay, so I've drawn all the lines. Okay, okay. Uh, now we will draw a circle that will be within this hexagon. So now we will draw a circle, but before drawing the circle, we will be needed the center line. So to find out the center line, what we can do, we can directly draw the axis. We can directly draw the axis.
हेलो सर हेक्सागोनल साइड 20 mm बोल रहा
Yes, দেখো তোমার রিলেশন দেওয়া আছে
ओ
প্রবলেমে, দেখো প্রবলেম শিটে দেখবে দেওয়া আছে রিলেশনটা। Diameter of the hexagonal nut, sorry, diameter na, each side of the hexagonal nut will be equals to the diameter of the bolt. Okay, so this is the center point. Now we will draw the circle. Okay, this is the circle. Now we will project all the points. Now we will project all these points into the vertical plane. So we will project all these points into the vertical plane. Okay, in this way we will project all these points. Okay, in this way we will project all these points in the vertical plane. Okay, so now we will draw the front view. Now to draw the front view, you can see there are the thickness of the nut is, or width of the nut is given as also equal to diameter of the bolt. So it is also 20 mm. So now we will draw the nut. Okay, So it is 20 mm. Okay, now at first we will draw the arc. At first we will draw the arc in this portion, and the relation is given as the diameter and the radius r is 1.732 times of d. Okay, 1.732 times of d. So if we calculate it, so the value of r will be 1.732 into 20, so it will be 34.64. That means the radius of this arc will be 30, it will be 34.64 mm. Okay, so from, so what we'll do, we will draw an arc. So at first we have to find out the center point of that arc. So from this point, from this midpoint, it will be at a distance of 34.64 mm. So we have got the center point. This is the center point of the arc. Okay, now we have to specify the arc starting point. So this is the what we can do, say we are drawing the one half of the arc, then we will do the mirroring. So if we do that, then this is the starting point of the arc, and then now the circle is coming, or arc is coming in the outside. So if we press Ctrl, it will come in the inside. Okay, it will come in the inside. Now so it will,
স্যার এখানে স্যার আরেকবার বলবেন?
যদি তুমি এরকম ভাবে ড্র করতে যাও তাহলে দেখো আর্কটা বাইরে থেকে আসছে। Okay, now it is written that hold control to switch the direction. So if we want to switch the direction, if we press control, then now you can see the arc is coming inside the portion. Okay, so
ওকে স্যার।
the radius distance was 34.64. This is the starting point, and okay, so this is one half of the arc. Now we can trim this part. So we have got this half portion of the arc. Okay, now what we can do, we can make a mirroring of this object in this side, okay. So I am specifying this is the first point, and then this is the end point, say. So I've got it. Now I don't want to erase the source object, so N, then enter, no. Okay, so this is the one half we have got, middle portion we have got. Now we have to draw the arc in this side as well as in this side. Okay, now to draw the arc in this side and in this side, what we can do, at first we will draw a line that will pass through these 2 points. Okay, so at first we will draw a line that will pass through these 2 points. Clear? Now we can find out the value of R2. The value of R2 is 1.3 times of D. Sorry, value of R1 is 1.3, value of R1 is 0.433 times of D. So what will be the value of R1? It will be 0.433 times of D, so 20. So it will be 8.66. Okay, so 8.66 will be the radius of this arc, the arc that we will draw over here. So what we will do, we will locate the arc. At first, this is the midpoint. So from the midpoint, it will be at a distance of 8.66 mm. So this is the center point. Now specify the first point. So this is the arc specifies second point of arc. Sorry. At first I have to select this center option. Then from the midpoint I have to find out the center. 8.66. Okay, so I have got the center point. Now it is coming, specify start point. So say this is my start point of the arc, this is the start point of the arc, and then I have to specify the end point. Wait a minute. So please check that I have taken the correct dimension as the radius or not. 1.732 into 20. আচ্ছা এসজি তুমি আছো?
तो ये जो ऊपर वाला गैप है सर,
हम्म।
कितने डिस्टेंस पे कैसे पता चल रहा है
कौन सा वाला बोलो, ये वाला?
सर? हाँ हाँ।
एक्चुअली ये जो एंड
सर
पॉइंट है।
पीपल आर वेटिंग सर,
हम्म।
few people are waiting, they are saying us to tell you.
आई हैव अलाउड देम। अच्छा, so basically these points and here the arc that we will draw, both these points will meet at a single point. Okay.
Hello, sir.
बोलो।
Sir, if we can identify the center point of the top line, sir, can't we use the three-point arc?
Center point of this one? Yes,
Sir,
yes.
for the arcs that we are struggling to draw on the sides, if we identify the center point of the line at the top,
Center point.
where the arc will,
Yes, we can find it out.
yes, sir,
This.
then can we draw the arc by three-point method?
Yes, you can draw it, and but the problem that is coming is that arc is moving out of this region. Okay, means suppose
So,
if I.
using three-point method, it will be contained, na, sir?
Okay, I'm
By
checking.
3 points arcs.
Okay, suppose if I draw the center point, if I draw the center point, so this, suppose this is the midpoint between this bit of this line. So
Yes, sir.
if I draw the center point, and the center point will be at a distance of 8.66. 8.66. Okay, so this is our center point. Now if I use a 3-point arc method, that I was using the 3-point method, so this is the center point. Then this is the starting point, and now you can see that it is coming out of this zone. That I am checking that why it is coming out of the zone.
Sir, in
Hmm.
the three-point method, sir, we are specifying 3 points on the arc, sir. So, so what I'm saying that if we can mark the ends, sir, from the starting then to the center and the end, if we mark 3 points, arc will be drawn through those 3 points, sir.
Suppose this is the starting point.
Yes, sir. Using the 3 point arc, yes, sir, I join this
This
and
is the
the
second
ending point.
point, and this is the end point.
Yes, sir.
That you are telling, right? But
Yes, sir.
is that arc having the same radius, 8.66? Is it showing?
So that, so
Okay, let me check. Now the radius is has changed. Okay, the radius is not showing as 8.66. But according to the formula, the radius should be 8.66, right?
yes, sir.
That is the problem I am facing right now. acha, do one thing. Acha, um, we can do one thing, as when we are looking from this side, so this portion means this portion is already projected, so we can connect this portion because this is the fillet edge, so we can connect these 2 points. We can connect this point and this one, okay, because this is the fillet edge. Now we have to draw the arc. Draw the arc. হ্যালো এসজি, তুমি আছো লাইনে? Wait for a minute, okay?
The person you are calling is not answering. Please call.
So we do one thing. Suppose we are not considering that this point and this point is the means that arc will be constructed between these 2 points. Okay, let we are not considering that, and at we are drawing that arc taking 8.66 mm as the radius. Okay, and we are drawing that arc in this direction, or say we are drawing a circle. Its radius will be 8.66 mm. Okay, so we have drawn the arc. Now we will erase this excess portion. And now we will draw this edge. We will draw this edge that will be drawn from this part. We will draw this edge, and it will be connected up to this point. This edge is coming from this point. When we look from the front, we will get this edge. Okay. Similarly, we will draw it in this direction also, in this side also. So to draw it in this side, same thing we will draw. We will find out the midpoint. From that midpoint, the radius is 8.66 mm, and we will draw a circle whose radius will be 8.66 mm. Okay. Then we will trim the excess portions. And then we will draw this chamfer from, or we will draw this chamfer from this point to this point. Okay. So now we can see that there is a portion where there is an overlapping portion. What we'll do, we will erase this overlapping portion by trimming it. So we will erase this overlapping portion by erasing it. Similarly here we will erase that overlapping portion. Okay. Clear? So basically this is the this is the front view, and this one is the top view. Now if we have to draw the side view, we will project all these points. We will project all these points in the projection plane.
सर एक बार और बताइएगा ये कैसे ड्रॉ किया सर?
कौन सा वाला? ये वाला, ये आर्क वाला.
यस सर,
हाँ.
आर्क वाला.
Okay, so to draw this arc, basically at first I was taking that these 2 points will be at the same point, but I think these 2 points will not be at the same point, as if these 2 points will be at the same point, then the arc is coming out of this portion. So what I am considering it that at through the midpoint I will draw that arc. Now wherever the arc will meet at this edge. Okay. So from this midpoint, at first I have found out the center point of this arc. So to do that, I have drawn a circle. Now to draw that circle from the midpoint, at first I have located the center point. So from this point to the center point, the distance will be same as the radius of the circle. So at first we have located this point, then I have drawn a circle whose radius I have given the same radius, 8.66. Okay. Now after giving the radius, we can see that that arc is meeting on this edge at this point. Okay. Clear?
Okay sir.
And then this chamfering portion, we can see that this arc is meeting at this point. So from this point I am drawing a chamfer that will meet to this point. This point from where we are getting this point we are getting from the top view. From the top view we are getting this point. This is the point, this is the circle, means this is the point, and we are projecting this point in the front view. So we have got that point from the top view over here. Okay. So this is the front view. Okay. Next is we have to draw the side view. Now to draw the side view, the radius is given as R2. R2 is 1.3 times of D. So 1.3 times of D means it will be 26 mm, right? So the value of R2 will be 26 mm. So what we'll do, all these lines will be the pink color lines because all are in the board, all are the portion of a knot. So next we will project all these points. We will project all these points to have the side views.
Hello, sir.
हाँ बोलो.
So the circle circumscribed the hexagon has not been drawn.
Circle. This one.
The circle circumscribed the hexagon.
Yes,
No,
this.
sir. This one.
Which one? This one তো?
নিচেরটা।
এটাই তো, সেটাই তো
হ্যাঁ,
বলছি।
এখানে একটা সার্কেল ছিল। হ্যাঁ।
কি প্রবলেম হচ্ছে? মানে বাইরের সার্কেলটা তুমি ড্র করতে অসুবিধা হচ্ছে?
এখানে স্যার না বাইরের সার্কেলটাও তো হবে এখানে।
না না, বাইরের সার্কেল ড্র করার কোনো দরকার নেই তো। তুমি বাইরের সার্কেল কেন ড্র করতে হবে? বাইরের সার্কেলটা এখানে ড্র করেছে, যদি তুমি ম্যানুয়ালি ড্র করো তখন তোমাকে এই হেক্সাগনটা ড্র করতে গেলে তোমার তো বাইরের সার্কেলটা ড্র করতে হবে। কিন্তু আমি তো অটোক্যাডে ড্র করছি, আমার তো লাগবে না বাইরের সার্কেল ড্র করতে।
হ্যাঁ,
ওকে,
ঠিক আছে।
this is the reference line and this is another reference line. Okay, now we will project all these points, all the points from the top view into the profile plane. Okay, so now from this point to this point, this point, this one and this. Okay, now we have to draw the arc. The arc is R2, value is R2. That means we will draw a circle from the midpoint the midpoint is at a distance will be at a distance of 26 mm. This is the center point, sorry, 2.6 mm. At a distance of 2.6. Okay, now we will draw a circle which will have the radius as 2.6 mm. Okay, this is one half and another half will be this side. Okay, now we will erase the excess part. Okay, so now okay, so this one will be the side view of the hexagon. Now in the side view you can see, in the front view you can see this chamfer, but in the side view there will be no chamfer. This one will be a rectangular portion, there will be a square portion over here. Okay, so this is the front view, top view and side view of a hexagonal nut. Now if I draw a nut, if I draw a bolt which is having the same dimension, now before drawing the bolt, what we'll do, as we can see the true shape of the head of the bolt in the side view, so it will be better if we draw the side view of the bolt first. Okay, then we will project it into the front view. So if we draw the side view of the bolt, then it will look like a it will look like a hexagon. So at first we will draw the hexagon. At first we will draw the hexagon. It will it will be 20 mm dia. Now similarly here also we will draw the circle. Now before drawing the circle, at first we will find out the center point. Okay, so this is our center point. Now we can draw the circle. Okay, so now we will project the points into the front view. Now we will project the point into the front view. Okay, and using the same method we will draw the head of the bolt. Head of the calculation of head of the bolt is same as the calculation of the head as the calculation of the nut. Okay, so the same thing we will draw over here. So okay, now it will be same 20 mm, then it will be this point and then this point. Okay. Next again we will draw the circle that will be for that we'll connect this point to this point and this point to this point. Now we will find out the center point. So this distance will be 8.66. So we will draw a circle whose radius will be 8.66. Okay, so we have drawn the circle. Similarly, here also we will draw a circle whose dimension will be 34.64. 34.64. And we will put the radius as 34.64. Okay, so this is our circle. Okay, Now we will trim the excess portions. Okay, now we can mirror this part. Okay, no. Okay, so now we have to draw this chamfer portion. To draw it, we will draw it from this point up to this point. Similarly, we will draw the chamfer over here also, from this point to this point. Okay, now we will trim this part. Now we will trim this arc here. Similarly, here also we will trim this portion. Okay, this portion will also be trimmed. Here also this one and this one. Clear? So this is the head of the bolt. Now we have to draw the length of the bolt, and now as the values are not given, so I'm taking it as an arbitrary dimension. Okay, there is one problem. The relation is given as this thickness of the bolt will be 0.75 times of d. Okay, it will be 0.75 times of d. So it is 20 mm diameter, so 15 mm. This length will be 15 mm. So I have to change it. So this length will be 15 mm. Okay, so this would be the length of the this will be the height of the bolt. Okay, so now we will draw the length. It is an arbitrary length I am taking. Okay, so this is the head of the bolt. Now we have to draw the um, the we have to show the external threads over here. Now to show the external threads, how we can show it? Okay. Now the thread length is given as 2d. So from this face, here in this face also we have to draw this arc. Okay, in this face also we have to draw this arc. So what we can do, mm, okay, we can draw the arc. We have to find out the center point to draw this arc. Here the arc that we'll draw, we have to find out the center point to draw this arc. Or we can do one thing, we can simply draw a line one thing we can do, we can copy this item and copy this object and say this is our base point, and say this is the base point. Now what we'll do, we will rotate, we will mirror this one. Okay, so to do the mirror, we just select the object and then specify this is the first point and specify this is the second. Now we don't want to keep the original object, so we want to erase the original object, so we will place yes, then enter. Okay, next is, now we have to show the threads. Now we have to draw the threads over here. Now to draw the threads, um, it will be equal to the uh, height of the teeth. Okay, say the teeth of the height, I'm taking a arbitrary teeth of the height as, suppose this is the teeth of the height I have taken. Now from this point to it will be 40 more. Okay, so up to this portion you can draw the external threads. Okay, this will be the length of the external threads. So say I'm taking the arbitrary thickness of the teeth, and I'm drawing it up to this point. Okay, then I'm mirroring this portion on this side also. Okay, so this is suppose the bolt and this one is the nut. Now the objective of this class is we have to assemble this nut and bolt. Okay, that is the main portion. So how we can assemble this nut and bolt? So to assemble the nut and bolt, suppose this is the front view of the bolt. Okay, now here we will assemble the front view of the nut with the front view of the bolt. Now we are preferring the front view of the nut and bolt, as in the front view we can see that how the bolt is assembled with the nut. Now suppose at this location, say I'm locating one position where I want to move my object. So say this is the location, or suppose this is the location. Okay, up to this, at this point we want to move our nut. Now to move the nut, what we'll do, at first we will select the front view. So to, or suppose I'm copying it, so at first I will select the object, then enter, then suppose this one is the base point for this displacement. Okay, let this is the, up to this portion I have moved the, or I have copied the front view of the nut. Now I have to rotate it. So to rotate it, we can use the rotate tool. Then rotate the then we have to select the subject that we want to rotate. After selecting it, then enter. Then again we have to find out the base point. So say this is the base point. Next we have to put the rotation angle. So say we want to rotate at 90-degree angle. Okay, so this is the rotation is completed. Now we will move this object. So this is the move tool. Now again we will select the object, and then we will specify the base point, and then we will put our object over here at this fixed location. Okay, so this is my nut and this one is the bolt. Now as I have drawn the nut over here, so now which symbol we will show over here? Now when we look from this side, we can see the external thread first, then this nut will come. So as we can see the external thread first, so the symbol that I will show over here, which symbol I should show? We should show the external thread symbol, as when we are looking from this side, at first we are getting this external thread, then the nut is coming. Okay, so here we will draw the external thread. Okay, Acha. Next is there you can draw a washer. So if we have to draw the washer, at first we will draw the side view of the washer, as we can see the true shape of the washer in the side view. So we will draw the washer with the help of a circle. Its diameter is 2d plus 4, so that means its diameter will be 44. So 22 mm is its radius. Okay, now we will project the points. Now we will project the points. Okay, now the thickness of the washer is given as 0.15 times of d. Okay, so the thickness of the washer will be 3 mm. Okay, the thickness of the washer will be 3 mm. So now we will draw the front view of the washer. So let this is the position of the washer. Okay, now this thickness is, it will be 3 mm. It will be 3 mm. Okay, and then again we'll draw it up to this point and this. Okay, now I am erasing all these projection line so that the view will be clear. Okay, so now we will erase these internal portions of the washer, as when we will make a section, the washer will be at means the washer cannot be seen. When we will make a section, this portion of the washer cannot be seen. Okay, so what we will do, we will um, make we will trim this portion. Okay, and then we will connect these 2 points, because we have to make the portion as hatch line, so the region should be closed. Now we can make the hatch line. Okay, similarly we will do it in the lower portion also. Okay, so this is the washer, this one is the bolt, and this is the nut, and here also the inner portion cannot be seen. Okay, so this is the assembly of nut and bolt. Okay, so the main purpose of this sheet is to show you that how we can do the assembly. So for assembly, for assembling the parts, we will be needed, basically we will be needed three tools. One is the moving tool, another one is the rotating tool, another one is the copy tool. Even copy tool is also not required. We will be required basically two tools. One is the moving and rotating. By using these two tools, you can assemble the different parts to make a single product. Okay. So now you can ask me if you have any doubt. अगर कोई डाउट है तो पूछ सकते हो. Hello, am I audible? Hello, am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. तो अगर कोई डाउट है तो पूछ लो.
অনুভব স্যার বলছি
হ্যাঁ
যে
বল.
ওয়াশারের ক্রস সেকশনটা একটু দেখিয়ে দিন ওদের, মানে
ও-
ওয়াশারের এটা,
ক্রস মানে ওয়াশারের ক্রস সেকশন মানে
মানে ক্রস সেকশন মানে কি মানে ওয়াশারের ডায়ামিটারটা একটুখানি দেখিয়ে দিন।
ডায়ামিটার বলে দিয়েছে ওদের 2D+4.
তো বলেছে,
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, এটা ওদের ম্যানুয়ালি দেওয়াই আছে.
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে।
ঠিক আছে, ওয়াশারের ডায়ামিটার হবে 2D+4. মানে এখানে আমি যদি ডায়ামিটার 20 নিয়েছি, সো ওয়াশারের ডায়ামিটার চলে আসবে 44 mm. ওকে.
হুম,
और किसी को कोई डाउट है रिगार्डिंग दिस प्रॉब्लम?
স্যার এক্সামে কি কি আসবে স্যার, মানে কেমন প্যাটার্ন হবে?
আচ্ছা, এক্সামে তোমাদের এখনো অবধি যেটা ডিসাইড হয়েছে, ফাইনালি ডিসাইড হয়নি, কিন্তু এখনো অবধি যেটা ডিসাইড হয়েছে যে তোমরা তো জানো তোমাদের 20 মার্কসের এখন একটা ভাইভা হবে, যেটা না ভাইভা হচ্ছে অলরেডি, সেটা 20 মার্কস থাকবে সেই ভাইভাতে. আর থাকবে হচ্ছে 20 মার্কস থাকবে তোমাদের ইন্টারনাল থেকে, মানে তোমাদের যে তোমরা অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট জমা করেছো, যে অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স আছে তার বেসিসে আরো 20 মার্কস পাবে. সো টোটাল ইন্টারনাল থেকে তোমরা পাবে 40 মার্কস. আর যে 60 মার্কস থাকবে, সেই 60 মার্কসের মধ্যে থেকে তোমাদের 20 মার্কসের জন্য একটা ড্রয়িং দেওয়া হবে. সেই ড্রয়িংটা যা খুশি দেওয়া হতে পারে. এবার সেই ড্রয়িংটা তোমাদের যে যে চ্যাপ্টার্সগুলো কভার করা হয়েছে, মানে আইসো টু অর্থ, অর্থ টু আইসো, সেকশনাল ভিউ, আর হচ্ছে নাট অ্যান্ড বোল্ট অ্যাসেম্বলি. ঠিক আছে, এই চারটে তোমার শিট থেকে. তার সাথে তোমার মানে আইসো টু অর্থ, অর্থ টু আইসো কিন্তু অটোক্যাড এবং ম্যানুয়াল ড্রয়িং দুটো একসাথেই বলছি আমি. সো এই চারটে শিট থেকে তোমাদের যে কোনো প্রবলেম আসতে পারে. এবার যে প্রবলেমটা আসবে সেটা 20 মার্কসের প্রবলেম হবে, এবং তোমাদের যে প্রবলেমটা দেওয়া হবে সেই প্রবলেমটা তোমাদেরকে অটোক্যাডে ড্র করতে হবে. এবার যাদের কাছে অটোক্যাড নেই তাদের জন্য ঠিক করা হয়েছে যে যদি তোমার কাছে অটোক্যাড না থাকে বা সিস্টেম না থাকে, সেক্ষেত্রে তোমাকে ম্যানুয়াল ড্রয়িং করে জমা করতে হবে. এবার অটোক্যাডে তোমরা যখন ড্রয়িং করবে, ড্রয়িং করার পরে সেই ড্রয়িংটা তোমরা জানো কিরকমভাবে সাবমিট করতে হয়. তো সেই ড্রয়িংটার পিডিএফ তোমরা যেরকমভাবে জেনারেট করা আগের দিন দেখানো হয়েছে, সেইভাবে তোমরা পিডিএফ ফাইল জেনারেট করবে. করে সেই পিডিএফ ফাইল থেকে মানে পিডিএফ ফাইল জেনারেট করবে, এবং তারপরে তোমরা ওইটাকে সেই পিডিএফ ফাইলটাকে সাবমিট করবে. ওকে. আচ্ছা,
স্যার এর টাইমটা কতক্ষণ থাকবে স্যার?
বলে দিচ্ছি, সব বলে দিচ্ছি তারা. আচ্ছা, আর এর টাইম থাকবে তোমার টোটাল ড্রয়িং এর জন্য টাইম থাকবে 30 মিনিটস, আর 10 মিনিটস টাইম থাকবে তোমাদের আপলোডিং এর জন্য। এটা